What's going on? Today I want to show you how you can utilize the Webull Bar Replay feature. There's actually kind of two parts to it. There's the bar replay and then there's the tick replay. I'll talk about the differences between both of those here in just 1 second, but let's get into it right on here on Webull. And I'm logged in, and so I've got like my little custom layout. This is going to look different if you have a different layout. I should probably make a new custom layout video. If you want to see that, let me know in the comment section below, because they've made some updates. But if you don't already have the Webull desktop, I guess like app, I would highly recommend getting it. You're going to look very similar if you use the web version, I believe, the Webull like web app version. I haven't used it in quite some time, so I'm showing you how it looks from the desktop app. I think that's the best place to do this. If you're going to use Webull, don't use the web version, just use the desktop version. It's just better. That said, I'm going to pull up whatever stock or chart I want to pull up. So in this case, I've got SPY pulled up. I'm going to go to the time frame that I want to choose, and I'm looking at the 1 day time frame right here. So if I go out, I click on auto, you'll see we can kind of zoom out on SPY and see how the daily time frame has looked. This might not be the best time frame to use if you're day trading, but if you are someone who's a swing trader, maybe the daily time frame is good. Go to the time frame that you trade on essentially and that you want to get familiar with. And that's the importance of the bar replay. This is very similar to TradingView's feature, although they're not quite there in terms of like getting it up to speed with TradingView. So if you don't want to pay for TradingView, this is still a free way to do it, I guess. Like you don't have to pay for anything technically to do this. So once you download it, you go up to the top of your chart. Okay, there's going to be the indicators, the drawings. Scroll to the far right of that. There's going to be the chart trader, and then there's going to be chart trader. That sounds, I just can't say that sometimes. Chart trader. And then there's the replay option right here, the little play button. Very small. I'll zoom in so you guys can see it. Click on that. You're going to get two options, tick replay and then bar replay. We'll go to tick next. Let's talk bar first. Click on that. Now, it's going to tell us, if I don't even hover on the screen, you won't even see this. But once I start hovering over the screen, we're going to have this little slider. And we're like, oh, what's going on with the slider going on here? That allows us to go back to the period we want to start the bar replay from. So let's say that I wanted to go back to like 2022 because I was like just wanted to trade or learn how to trade in a bear market, for example. And I scrolled all the way back to 2022. I'll show you a different way to do this in a second, but I went back to 2022 so I can see like the price action moving down and we have more of a downtrend. I can go back in time, select the day essentially, or the bar, as in when they say bar, it means the candlestick or the day. I'm on a candlestick chart, so that's kind of what we're looking at now. And then once I pick the day, for example, January 1st, or January 6th, 2022, click with my mouse, and now it like resets the chart so that now like it reframes it. So now the right side of the chart will be that January 6th. I can now scroll over. So now when I'm scrolling, I'm not moving back to like different time frames. Like it's stopped. Like the chart only exists through that January 5th, 2022, because I started on the 26th. Then I click on this play button, which is now conveniently in the bottom right corner of your chart widget. Click on that and it will start to play out each candlestick, which is now 1 day because I'm on the 1 day time frame. Each candlestick it'll play out, but I can change a couple of things on the settings. So up to the top right here, if I wanted to go forward, click on the forward button. I can click one at a time and go forward, or I can just hit the play button and it's going to play it for me. But you might say to yourself, well, what if it's going too fast? I don't want it to go this fast. How do I stop this? How do I take care of it? How do I make sure it slows down? Next to forward, there's a 1 bar. If I hover over that, it's going to tell me the replay speed. So in this case, we have bars per second, but if I wanted to go 10 bars at a time, it's going to essentially show me 10 daily candles at a time. So if I click on play, I'm going to click on the forward one, click on that once. Now we've got 10 candles. Boom, just popping up on the screen. Boom, 10 more candles. Boom, 10 more candles. If I wanted to jump down, let's just exit this really quick. Let's go out to where it says exit bar replay. Click on that. Now it's going to bring me back to present day. If I go down to, let's say, a 5 minute or a 1 minute time frame, here's a 1 minute time frame from today, and I go to bar replay and I go back and I pull it back to like, let's say earlier this morning or around midday, 12 o'clock. It's now 1:43 p.m. Okay, I can go to here. So now under replay speed, I can go to where it says bars per second. In this case, 1 bar per second. Click on play and you'll see that's how fast it looks. Pause that. If I jump out to now 5 bars per second, if I click on play again, it's a bit faster. That might be too fast for you. Adjust this to where you feel comfortable with how you're analyzing the data. The thing about this is that you could go back over the past couple of days, weeks, and months and take a couple of hours or take a weekend and get a crap ton of price action into your skull, into your brain, seen by your own eyes, like very fast. So it gets those reps. So you can just kind of like practice in your head, like, okay, I see these things, boom, here's what happens next, boom, boom, boom. Can I determine anything that is more likely to happen when I see XYZ, blah, blah, build a trading strategy, do what you want with that. That's the whole point of bar replay. So that's in a nutshell how it works. Underneath this select bar feature, I can click on this right here. And instead of click on select bar, so while it's paused, I can go back and like restart the replay. I click on select date, so I can just go back and easily enter a date in. So for example, if I wanted to go back to like, I don't know, let's just go back to like July 1st of this year. I can even put the exact time in, click on OK, and it's going to bring me back to that exact day, the 1 minute chart, because that's what I'm currently on, the 1 minute time interval, and it's going to show me the bar replay, which is super cool. So I could literally just say, okay, you know, I'm sitting here on a casual Sunday and I'm like, yo, let's go back on SPY and let's go trade January 3rd, 2024, 1 minute chart. I don't remember that. The problem with bar replay for me on the bigger time frames is like, I generally know how the markets have been because it's in the past. Like I remember what happened. But when you go to a 1 minute chart or a 5 minute chart for like a random day last year or even 2 months ago, I'm not going to remember that day. Most of us are not. So it's a great way to kind of be like, without having any bias coming in, just like, boom, like what's going on. So that's really cool. The next piece to this is the tick replay. So if you click on the replay button again, go to where it says tick replay. So this is actually pretty cool. Here's where I can kind of customize the speeds a bit better. So same thing here. I can go back. In this case, it's only going to let me, well, I'm going to go back to, let's say yesterday, as I'm filming the video today on the 11th. If I go back to the 10th, I can now literally replay the entire trading session, okay, on SPY from 9:30 a.m., see the timer at the top, to literally 1600, which is 4 p.m. Eastern time at a 1x speed, so I can see all of the orders coming through. If I want to speed this up, let's go to 60x speed. This could be a lot faster, and we can see the price coming through or all the orders coming through. But I get to see this in more of like a tick by tick, like order by order kind of view instead of just bar by bar, candle by candle. It's just a different way to view it, depending upon your needs and what you want. Here's 120x right now. If I start to let this thing play out over time, it'll start to build out the chart over the course of this entire charting widget, and we can see price moving, has it moved yesterday, and how it played out. And I can see all the orders coming through as well, and the exact times and the exact prices, which can be useful depending upon your needs and what you're looking for in your own trading. If that was helpful, leave a like. Consider subscribing for more videos. If you got any questions or any things that you are curious about or not sure about, leave in the comments and we can make a video on that if necessary, if I cannot answer it with a simple comment. Thanks so much, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.